on location here at Chlanda Studios in Somerset, New Jersey. My name is Maryann Castello, and I am the host of Bear All, where we get to the heart of the matter with our very special show topics, special guests, and healthy lifestyles. And Ryche, we are celebrating New Year's Eve together.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
It's been quite a year, 2020.
Yeah, it's been quite a year. And thank God for family, friends, love, music, and your show to get us through. And we'll give a shout out later on to all of our loved ones that are watching.
I agree. And today we're going to have a great show because this time we are going to review all of the Bear All clips, even our own bloopers that we're seeing, maybe not seeing. So we're going to have a good time. So come back, join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
Imagine a place where you can interact with your favorite baseball player. The Trove Sports Den. We built your personal field of dreams. Join our one-of-a-kind subscription-based site for membership perks, exclusive offers, and access to a private Facebook group that you can socially interact with Major League ball players. We also have an online store offering exclusive game use merchandise and virtual autograph signings. You don't need to work up a sweat to earn points through our rewards program. Earn points on all purchases and by sharing the Trove Sports Den on social media. You want a unique gift idea? Hit a home run on your next event by giving the gift they will remember for a lifetime with phone and video calls with current and ex-pros. Play on your field of dreams today at thetrovesportsden.com.
Inside out, outside in, two hearts touch, love begins.
And we are back here on Bear All. And Ryche, we have several guests on today's show.
Yep.
And they all have something in common.
Yes.
They've all been previous guests on Bear All.
Oh.
And
Very nice.
Well, our faithful viewers contacted us and shared some of their favorite things, and now we get to show some of our favorite clips as well. And we can give you some of the behind-the-scenes stories to our fans.
Yes.
I think that would be a great idea.
I'm looking forward to that.
So without further ado, I'm just going to get started because we have quite a few of them.
All right, cool.
This first clip was when we were with Johnny Vaughn from Med Farm. And Ryche, let's just say we come back from a break. I turn around because I'm smelling something very sweet. And look what I found. Welcome back to Bear All. I'm Maryann Castello, your host. And I see my musical director here is engaged a little bit. What are you doing back here? Okay. Well, you keep enjoying yourself back here because I'm going to get to the expert of how you're making this. What is he smoking?
That's
It's great. What
that's
is
one
it?
of our strains, cherry wine hemp. It's
Great.
it's
Oh, thank you.
it's meets federal compliance
Yeah.
for it's totally legal.
So it's not cannabis.
It's hemp. It's hemp is a classification,
Okay.
so it's classified as hemp.
Okay.
It is cannabis technically.
It is.
Different strain. But
And we are back. Tell me that was not funny, but every time I turn around, he's seen our New Year's gift on the table, and this is what you do.
And I'm hitting it.
You didn't even stop. You didn't even ask me if I wanted one.
Contact.
Well, actually, maybe just before the show. No, I don't need that. I had my own.
You do?
Yeah, I did
What's
really
that?
well. That's for me to know and for you never to find out.
This is hemp. Totally legal.
I know, they just
Legal
learned
tender
that.
from Johnny Vaughn Enterprises, Med Farm Inc.
There you go. And we're going to get right to our next clip. We had Jersey's bad boy of comedy, Mike Marino, on the show, and he had a very serious health issue, and he was able to show everyone he was back in business. He uses this experience in his comedy shows, and it's so taboo. Take a look.
I went to go see my primary care physician, and he just looked at me and he goes, here's what you're going to do. Get in your car, go to the emergency room. You have diverticulitis.
Wow.
And I'm like, how do you know that? And he goes, I know what's going on.
Wow.
So I went to the emergency room, and they shoved all kinds of tubes in me and laid me on the bed. And the guy said, yeah, you have an infection in your colon. It's called diverticulitis. We're going to let you stay here for 5 to 6 days until we can calm it down. You also have an infection in your liver, which was caused by that
Right.
as well. So I stayed in the hospital for 6 days in a lot of pain in the stomach. And the surgeon there said to me, you got to come back in 3 months and we'll remove a piece of your colon. And I'm like, no, there's no such thing as colon removal in my life. So when I got out of there, I toughed it out for about 6 months, and I started losing a lot of weight because I was afraid to eat.
Right.
And then I went to go see another surgeon and another gastroenterologist in New Jersey. And I said, you know, what's the situation? And one guy said, here's the situation. You can either die or we save you.
Wow.
What do you want?
Wow.
Right.
And I said, save me. And he goes, we're going to take out a piece of your colon.
Right.
So I went into what they called elective surgery. And when I was done, the doctor said to me, he goes, you had a mass in you like the size of a softball. So you're welcome.
Wow.
And I sat in that hospital for about 5 days.
Wow.
I lost a large amount of weight,
Right.
which I wish I still was at that weight. Because after a couple of months, I had a new lease on life.
Right.
My colon could work like you have no idea.
Yeah.
Because of course, when I was in the pain, I was, you know, going through massive constipation. I couldn't go, so I was always afraid to eat. And of course, it's a topic you don't want to talk to anybody about
Right.
because it's embarrassing. But after being in the hospital for 5 days and they cured me, I mean, I could eat a shoe and it would come right on out. If I could be graphic,
Yeah.
it was like having all new plumbing.
So now you have the perfect.
Now I go to the bathroom, okay, but I mean, I eat twice as much,
Right.
which is, you know, it's nice that they saved me like that, but I really shouldn't be eating like that because, you know, being Italian, we do eat foods that destroy your colon. Macaroni, pasta, anything with seeds in it, sauces,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, pizza's not a food group either. And you like pizza. That's what I just heard.
What are you talking about? Pizza's on the top of the food group. It's right up there. Pizza.
Yeah, me too.
It's right up there with raviolis.
Well, did this experience change you, like currently now? I know back then because you were afraid to eat, but do you feel it made any change on you? Did it have any
Well, you
impact?
don't take life for granted because I really was pushing the needle. I was out every night till 2 o'clock in the morning, no matter what.
Right.
Whereas now I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to bed after a show. And I try not to eat like I was, especially after a performance, but it's hard because that's when your adrenaline's at its highest and you're ready to food party.
Right.
You know, I don't party, but food is fun.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to take advantage of that. I came up with a whole stand-up routine about being in the hospital and what it's like to be under that kind of surgeon's care and the scare of it. And you can't make it funny, of course, because the whole thing it's hilarious.
Well, it's a certain topic too that nobody wants to talk about.
No.
It's one of my favorite topics, by the way.
I'll never forget when the lady said to me, she goes, we can release you from the hospital when we know the surgery is successful. And I go, how do you know if the surgery is successful? An x-ray? She goes, no, you pass gas. If you pass gas, we know the tubes are connected correctly.
Wow.
And I go, yeah, but I'm not eating anything. And she goes, well, chew some gum and pinch your cheeks together. And I'm like, did you just tell me to squinch up my cheeks? He goes, well, it helps you pass the gas. I said, well, let me get this straight. I fought, I leave. And that became the crux of a whole brand new stand-up joke.
Yeah.
Because they actually were sincere about it, but I had to make a joke about it. I'll never forget when the guy said to me, he goes, you know, in the next couple of days, we'll probably allow you to go to the bathroom on your own.
Right.
And I says, well, I haven't been going to the bathroom. And he goes, yes, you have. I go, well, I haven't been going on my own. The bathroom's over there. I never left the bed. And he goes, oh, you don't know what's on you? And I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, there's a catheter in you. I go, oh, you're kidding. He goes, well, how'd you think you were going to the bathroom? I thought I just didn't have to go. And he goes, no, it's on the side. I'll have the girl come in and take it out. I'm like, no, I can do it. That's embarrassing, but it's comedy.
It is comedy. And because you're sitting right here, now I know you were able to pass gas.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Because you've been released.
The 7th day, I rang the buzzer. Tell every nurse to come in the room. I want everybody here for this. Get the camera. We're going to put this up on Instagram. You ready? Send me home. Get his papers. I don't smell anything. It's very fresh in here.
It's very fresh.
Well, I have no food in me.
Wow. You know.
No.
There you go. Mike Marino.
Yes.
He was the bad boy of comedy. But we're glad that you're okay, Mike, and that you're healthy and you're back out performing again. And thank you for bearing all.
Hey guys, my name is Danny Felt. I am a singer-songwriter and music entrepreneur, CEO of Danny Felt Consultants. So I got started in music as a singer-songwriter. I was in studios since I was 14 years old, writing and recording music. I started a company called Danny Felt Consultants, which is a company to help connect music producers, photographers, web designers, and so much more. I have such a huge passion for helping people, for marketing, and for spirituality, and I just really wanted to combine them all into one. So I decided to create this really awesome program to help musicians with not only marketing, but empowering their mindset. We need more positivity and empowerment for musicians as a whole and the world as a whole, and I feel like this is a really great starting place. I look forward to seeing you inside the program.
Now I'm going to set this next one up.
He's a funny dude.
He was funny. But Nectar.
Very cool.
Nectar, the legendary rock bands.
Yes.
We'll get more into that later. But we shared a fun milestone on the show with the drummer Ron Howden.
Yes.
And all of us.
I remember that day.
But on Bear All, you could always expect some kind of surprise, right? Mm-hmm. Can you say take two?
Take two.
You know, to my knowledge, there's something special about you. And we're going to reveal it right now on Bear All, that's what we know. You ready?
Something special about me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy
help me blow them out?
Yeah, you're on your own. You're ready to go. Happy
I'm ready.
birthday.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
See, we were playing it down when it was your birthday before. It's his birthday. We all look away.
We're all looking away. It's just like, and you didn't know about it either because we didn't tell you we're going to do this. We have to redo that. They want to catch you blowing out the candles.
I can only blow them out once a day. Hang on a second. I got to
Thank you,
put
Lois.
myself in, recharge.
It's another milestone. I said it's a year celebration.
How do you get 8 candles out of that?
Well, it's 10 for every year, and we gave 1 for good measure because we didn't want to keep adding single candles on there. We wanted you to be able to blow them out.
82. What are you doing?
No, each candle represents 10 years, the blue and white. There's 7, and the yellow one's for good luck, good measure. And
Oh, okay.
you can put tick, 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 whatever it is.
I better blow them out while I'm still breathing.
Should we keep playing Happy Birthday too, Russ? Or?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday to you.
I never thought on my 35th birthday I'd get you guys to sing Happy Birthday.
Make a very special wish.
Make a wish.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey!
Happy birthday, my dear friend. It's
Thank
a
you so
year
much.
of celebration
That was awesome.
for you.
That was
So,
awesome. Wow.
and I'm just glad that you decided to spend your birthday with us here.
Yes, yes.
And
I'm
talking
very,
about
very
it.
happy.
Happy birthday to you.
It was great. Yeah. He was fantastic to celebrate a birthday. And I just like the fact that we had to do it twice, which makes it great.
Yeah, he's funny.
He
It was
is
funny.
great.
Funny, great. It was a funny, great day.
That was a great day.
I love that day.
And today on Bear All, we are checking out some of our best clips we've had from our shows that were some favorites. We'll find out how some of our guests got hooked up when we come back. Imagine a place where you can interact with your favorite baseball player. The Trove Sports Den. We built your personal field of dreams. Join our one-of-a-kind subscription-based site for membership perks, exclusive offers, and access to a private Facebook group that you can socially interact with Major League ball players. We also have an online store offering exclusive game use merchandise and virtual autograph signings. You don't need to work up a sweat to earn points through our rewards program. Earn points on all purchases and by sharing the Trove Sports Den on social media. You want a unique gift idea? Hit a home run on your next event by giving the gift they will remember for a lifetime with phone and video calls with current and ex-pros. Play on your field of dreams today at thetrovesportsden.com.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
A young man with ambition met an old man at the top. Asked him if he had a secret, and the old man stopped and thought and said, free cause that's how it ought to be, my brother. Credit cause you need a loan for one thing or another. Score cause they break it down to one simple number that you can use. Time to take a break cause the name is kinda long. Come in honor of the internet that it's on. Put it all together at the end of the song. It gives you free credit score.com and I'm done.
Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
I'll cast this mountain deep into the sea and keep believing until it comes to be.
And we are back on Bear All. I'm your host, Maryann Castello, along with my musical director, Ryche Chlanda.
Hello, Maryann.
I have a question for you on this New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Do you believe in love?
I do.
Well, I have some great clips from some of our guests. And the first one, we had New Jersey 1015's Jersey boy, Steve Trevellese.
Oh, he's great.
He was great.
Yeah,
and
love
he
him.
shares with us how he met the right woman for him and how she would become Mrs. Trevellese.
It's like the world gets dumber when you leave New Jersey. There's a certain hipness, sarcasm, personality that we have.
Right.
There's an honesty that we have in New Jersey that you just can't find anywhere else, including New York and Philadelphia. It's just, you know, it's basically who we are. It's hard to describe, but you know it when you live it, and you miss it when you're not here. And anyone that's ever moved away saying they don't miss it, they are lying.
Well, you decided to keep your family here, and you have a lovely family, so thank you.
Thank you.
And what I want to know, and I'm sure everybody wants to know, okay, you have a lovely wife. You met her. How did you know that she was the one for Steve Trevellese?
She didn't leave. She bought bagels.
Did she trust you, or did she have to put locks on the bagels?
Yeah, I like that. Look at this, right? Yeah. I like when the host brings their own material. We bought cookies and material. This is very good.
This is good.
You know what? You just know. You know, it didn't take long, and it was, you know, it was magical. It was magical. I met her when we were I was hosting a bikini contest at a bar, and she was entering the bikini contest. And by the time it was over, it was just beginning.
It was just beginning.
Yeah.
That's really a true story, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. And now she's a physical therapist. And she hasn't changed a bit, and that's always good. No, but I can't say enough good things about my wife. You know, breast cancer survivor.
And we'll get into that, yeah.
I mean, I'm a very happy man. I'm very lucky. I outkicked my coverage, as they say.
Love, love, love.
It was love for him, and a bikini contest out of all things. Well, guess what? He wasn't the only one who found love.
Oh.
We had another guest, Cal Schwartz.
Cal.
He's author, TV personality,
I love Cal.
everything. I loved him. And Cal shares his big words
Cal
and how seconds can change one's life. Here's another love story for you. Since she's the apple of your eye and you keep talking about her, you met your wife in a New York City bar, and a year later you both marry.
Yes.
So did you know from meeting in this bar that you would be married?
No. And you know what's really funny, that it's so propitious. I looked this word up before I came here.
Okay.
I wanted to impress everybody. It's so propitious of you that you brought this up, because on the train coming in today, we talked about the serendipitous, synchronistic way that we met. And I swear, we said this on the train. Life is a matter of 2 or 3 seconds, either way. And I was at this bar in the city. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to be there. And I had a couple of White Russians. That was my drink back then. And it literally is just a matter of seconds in a life. I swear we were talking about this. So I told the bartender that I was from Texas, because I'm a big guy. You've noticed that.
Yes, you're very tall.
Yes, and my father has a lot of oil wells, and just as and you bartenders know where all the action is. So why don't you just like steer me? But here's the thing.
Yes.
The thing is, at that exact second in time, I'm telling the bartender, I'm from Texas and my father has oil wells. These young women walk over to the bar, and she heard me say this, and she says to her friend, this guy over here thinks he's really cool. And well, that was it. Who the hell does she think she is? And we went over into the corner and we talked and we got married. But the point is, if she walks by 3 seconds later, then I'm not here and she's not there and my son, he's not around. But life is so, it's so fragile. 3 seconds and our whole world's changed. Anyway.
True love.
I love that song.
Yeah, I do too.
Your band Flying Dreams plays that. But you know what?
True Love.
This next clip has something to do with you.
Oh.
Yeah, this is going to be the legendary rock band Nectar again. And first we hear about the light show and how it started with Nectar. And then Derek Momore, Ron Houghton, and our very own Ryche Chlanda talk candidly how they got the band back together. And I think Ron spilled the real reason why. Watch this. Now, the band also had light shows that added to the stage performances, and this has been a nice addition for the audiences. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Mick Brockett, who was the basis of our light show, we met him the year before we got together. And we played in the Camera Club in Fürth, which is in Germany. And we discussed often putting a show together. Music and Light Theatre is what we wanted to call it. And when we met in Hamburg, the original band met, Mick just showed up. He was in Hamburg, he knocked on the door, he came in and he said, "Hey, I'm here." So we said, "Well, come with us and play." So we would go to the clubs and we'd say, "We have a light show." No, we've got lights. "No, we have a light show." "You don't have to pay for it if you don't like it." Everybody paid for it because they wanted us to come back. It was really new at that time.
Right. It's funny how everyone just shows up on the doorstep and you guys just take them in.
That's fair.
That seems to be a pattern here.
Yeah, we're very much into taking people in. We've got an orphan over here.
Well, Roy Albrighton was the first frontman for Nectar, and he passed in 2016.
Right.
How has that affected the Nectar fan base?
I don't think it's affected the fan base at all. If anything, it's made it stronger. I had always imagined at some point, because Ron and Roy were playing together, that at some point I would do an album with them again, which is not possible anymore. And we waited a couple of years now since Roy died, and we talked to Rich, and Rich used to play with us in the early days.
Yes.
And we said, let's get together and do some new music. So that's what we're doing.
And so as a former member of the band, Rich, you are back in.
I showed up and they picked me up.
It's like the boys from the 70s are back sharing in the love yet again. And it's a really special bond, you know, watching you guys off camera and listening to you guys talk. It's like you never missed a day in between.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but he owed us some money from back then. That was another reason.
A check is in the mail. That's what it is.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is when we got together again at a rehearsal space, guy Johns, who's a friend of Nectar and a friend of ours, who's in the audience now. Hey, John. We started playing right away and it just fit like a glove. It was amazing. It was magical, right? It just felt like, wow.
Yeah, it just felt right.
It felt right.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really a nice time. And I just think it's great that after all these years, you guys could come together, you know, collectively as a group, like if you didn't miss a day. Now,
come tomorrow, I'm going to.
I love that.
Nectar song.
It's a great Nectar song. And I love that clip, how you all got back together. How does it feel to be back in the band?
It's great. It feels great.
It does feel great. I can't wait till we all could go on tour again and all this. And so fingers crossed for 2021.
We had a very successful tour after that show.
Yes, we did. But now we have something. We have a blooper here that we kept right on the reel. I just don't know if people caught it. But Johnny Vaughn, our expert here for CBD from MedFarm, was explaining of the hemp CBD processing. And I asked him how he could show me all the stages of the processing. And the segment wasn't over, and Richie thought we were going to commercial, and I was trying to get his attention. Let's just say I was a little weak and a little late, not to mention covered in white fur from my previous coat I was wearing. Funny.
So that's why we're doing it a little different than what they've been doing on these
Right.
farms.
And you could show us the trimming process? It excites me. I saw the machines going. We were in here, and I'd love to see it. Can you show us?
Yes, let's go.
Thank you.
I want you to do it.
Oh, thank you. We're not done with the segment.
I lift my hands to the sky.
I love getting serenaded, but most of all, I just love that I became like a ventriloquist on that episode. I was trying to say,
Funny.
stop. But the
Funny.
best look is when you realize what I was saying to you, and I saw it register, and it was too late. It was
The
kind
old
of funny.
double take to the camera,
It
and
is.
you're talking through your teeth. That was my favorite part.
I tried, but we have to take a break. But when we come back, we will show more clips that can be helpful, bone-chilling, and downright absurd on Bear All.
A young man with ambition met an old man at the top. Asked him if he had a secret, and the old man stopped and thought and said, free cause that's how it ought to be, my brother. Credit cause you need a loan for one thing or another. Score cause they break it down to one simple number that you can use. Time to take a break cause the name is kinda long. Come in honor of the internet that it's on. Put it all together at the end of the song. You use freecreditscore.com and I'm done.
Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
Imagine a place where you can interact with your favorite baseball player. The Trove Sports Den. We built your personal field of dreams. Join our one-of-a-kind subscription-based site for membership perks, exclusive offers, and access to a private Facebook group that you can socially interact with Major League ball players. We also have an online store offering exclusive game use merchandise and virtual autograph signings. You don't need to work up a sweat to earn points through our rewards program. Earn points on all purchases and by sharing the Trove Sports Den on social media. You want a unique gift idea? Hit a home run on your next event by giving the gift they will remember for a lifetime with phone and video calls with current and ex-pros. Play on your field of dreams today at thetrovesportsden.com.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
And we are back on Barrel. You leave me like really good through all the breaks. I'm loving this episode today.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting down. Well, we have another clip, and this one was quite a serious one. We had Tony Luke. He is the CEO, restaurateur, actor, everything of Tony Luke's. And we saw some really raw emotion with Tony Luke Jr. as he talked about his son's death and his advice how to handle such a situation and his take on the grieving process and his experience.
Okay.
This is really touching.
And, you know, I believe in God. I believe that there's another place that we go. That's my faith, okay? But here's the thing, just a little tip. If you meet someone who lost a child, I'm going to help you out completely. Here's what you say to them. Sorry for your loss, and then walk away. I have the strongest faith in the world, but don't come up to me and tell me my son's in a better place. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me God has a reason for everything. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Now, I believe that God has a reason for everything. I believe that my son's in a better, but I don't want to hear it from you. There's nothing that you will say to me that will make me feel any better. So just say I'm sorry and walk away. Because any other word that comes out of your mouth is offensive.
Right.
You're not going to make me feel better. You're not going to comfort me. And the worst, this is the worst of them all. Oh, I heard that Tony lost his son. It was about 1.5 years ago. They're like, yeah. And he goes, well, it's been 1.5 years. Isn't he okay? It's been 1.5 years. Isn't he okay? We are taught we will lose our grandparents. We are taught we will lose our parents, spouses, siblings. We are never taught from a child that we will bury a child. So there is no place in your mind for it to go. So it sits in your heart. That's where you need to put it, in your heart. But that grief of losing a child is very different. Not worse. I never like to use the word worse because grief is grief. People suffer. I hate when someone says, well, my suffering is worse than yours. It's not that it's worse. It's different. It's a grief that doesn't become normal. Like I think of my grandmother and I think of her in a good term. That's my grandmother. Well, she was supposed to die. And she had a beautiful life, and I have great memories. My son's supposed to bury me. I'm not supposed to bury him. So there's no getting over it in 1.5 years. It becomes the new normal. You will learn in time to manage it better. But there's times I'm driving in a car, and I'm singing, and then next thing I know, a song comes on or a thought comes in my head.
Yeah, that's it.
But you know, that was amazing that Tony Luke, you know, his story is so compelling and you could feel his energy right in the room.
Yeah.
And speaking about energy, our next clip was the Jersey Shore Angel, Maureen Lynch. And we had to put her to the test when we filmed on location at Sonic Boom Studios.
Yes.
And both Richie and our producer, Jay, both spoke with Maureen right before the show. And Maureen was getting the final answers right on the show. It was bone-chilling.
Yep.
It's getting colder. I am freezing.
Because my angel guys are around us.
So I'm going to ask you this question.
Yes.
We are sitting here in Sonic Boom Studios in Raritan, New Jersey. And it's a very old studio.
Who has paid his heating bill, I guess.
And there is a guitar that we've put next to you, okay? And we just want to know, well, we're sitting in the room and you could actually feel the temperature changing in here and the energy. I felt it through most of the show. I just haven't set it up until now.
Yeah, I had a
You know, do you get any, if you will, I don't know if the proper term is vibes, energy from this room that we're in?
Yeah, like a lot of rock and rollers came and gone, and had some like good smoking grass in there. yeah, it was like really neat. Not so much in this room and that room, but maybe in this room. I mean that's old. I mean everything's old in here. Everything is like so ancient old. But I get this belonged to somebody. And it's a female, if I will. I don't know. It's a female.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know.
I'm in it like you are.
Our producer, Jay, has actually put this to the test. You might know who it is.
It could have been a female too, right? I mean, who knows?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
No, but I know the person that had this guitar is passed. I'll let you know that.
He's shaking his head yes, because the producer's behind the camera, but he's shaking his head yes.
And there wasn't another woman here. You ever heard of, Nicolette Larson?
I don't know.
I feel like she was here, Nicolette Larson.
Really?
She sang a song, It's Gonna Take a Lot of Love.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah.
We're going to have to check into it.
You got to check it out.
I don't know. We don't
Please
know.
check that out. Yep.
Absolutely.
You've had a lot of stars here. Whoa, a lot of stars. I also feel like an electrical accident happened here too.
An electrical accident?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to find out about this.
So do the history like I do. Like before I do a case, oh gosh, it's the hardest thing ever. But I look up the history of the house. And you look up, you have to look up like 15 owners before just to find out what really happened. And we always find out.
Just as an aside, because we didn't, there's no way to really know this, but Maureen mentioned earlier about the name Reading.
I was going to say, I don't want to jump in on you. You could finish it.
But you said Otis Redding, but actually you mentioned Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, I did.
Otis Redding. Well, Noel Redding was the bass player for JimiHendrix, and that was his bass.
See,
there you go.
See, that's probably why this crew was.
Without being put on the spot, when you just were yourself being relaxed, you nailed Hendrix, you nailed Redding, and I looked at him, and I said, "Holy banana!" You know, she's good.
So the owner of the studio, Anthony, actually was in Noel Redding's band.
Wow.
So obviously after Jimi Hendrix had passed, for 10 years he played with him, and that was the bass.
There's no way you could have said Redding. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
I felt it. I just felt it.
The Hendrix Redding connection is amazing.
Yeah, I felt it. I was like in here, and I felt at home, and I see the angels walking around. We're not alone right now.
Speaking of the
we're
angels,
not alone.
Wow.
It was bone chilling, was it not?
Yeah.
Well,
That's great.
This next clip.
I love her.
Boy, did we have fun with City of Angels.
Oh.
We had Kevin Mira, Art Ackerman, John Ben Savenko, and they played their goon. It was grown men singing, laughing, and tooting. Yes, tooting. You got to see it for yourselves.
Yes, the song that I composed for the game segment was an opus called Toot for the Meat.
We are going to have some fun with our guests today, Kevin, Art, and John. Now, we all know that you guys have earned your wings times 10, okay? We know this already. So we want to show that you are men. So we're going to play a little game, okay? And it's called Toot for the Meat.
Because this is manly.
Yes. You're going to toot for the meat. And how we're going to do this is some trivia questions about, of course, food and beverages. And when you have your answer, we're going to ask you to toot your horn. And if you have the right answer, you will get a point for that question. If it is the wrong answer, we will take away 2 points. There will be first, second, and third place winners. So, of course, you want the first place. Are you ready, boys?
Ready. Can we hold the horns?
Yes, you can hold them, but I'm going to judge who's going to do this first. All right, Art, you're going to appreciate this one. How many flowers are in the design stamped on each side of an Oreo cookie? Is it 3? Is it 6? Is it 9? Or is it 12? Kevin?
6.
Nope.
12.
12.
Is it 12? Mm-hmm. You are correct. He's absolutely correct.
Good job, John.
They never last long enough to be counted.
Actually, they have 4 petals on each side, so that's how you get the 12. You are correct. All right, next one. Black-eyed peas are not peas. What are they? Are they capers? Are they beans? Are they lentils? Or are they carob? John.
Beans.
You are correct.
I'm a winner, John.
This is no fair. He's a cook.
Well, here we go. Which of the following beverages has no fat, no sugar, or oils? Is it milk? Is it root beer? Is it lemonade? Or is it iced tea unsweetened? The beverage that has no fat, no sugar, no oils is...
Iced tea unsweetened.
You are correct. He's gaining a point back.
You're going to win the meat.
I was ready.
All right, boys. This is funny. Which liquor is made from the blue agave plant? Is it rum? Is it tequila?
Tequila.
He is correct. He's absolutely correct.
I know my tequila. Why do you think I'm in rehab? No.
Or you go to Mexico a lot.
No passport.
No passport. Shh. No, I'm only kidding. Okay, so what popular beverage once contained cocaine? Is it Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola.
You are correct. He's back in the running.
Making my return.
Well, you have 3 more questions to become a winner here, okay? So, what was the original flavor of the filling in Twinkies? Is it banana cream? Is it vanilla? Is it cinnamon? Or was it chocolate? The original flavor of the filling in Kevin.
Vanilla.
No, that is incorrect.
Banana cream.
You are correct. John is correct.
He knows his food.
Did you used to eat Twinkies? He's having a lot of fun over there, Richie.
Two for the meat.
All right, for all you cooks in the kitchen. I know to cook. I know that you said now you cook. You
I
cook.
cook.
Do you cook? You eat. All right. I don't know about this. Okay. So what do we call the white solid fat used as a lubricant in cooking? Is it butter? Is it coconut? Is it
Lard.
Yes, it is lard.
Told you I eat.
He's looking at me. I don't know where this question's going. All right.
Blow your green trumpet.
He's having too much fun. You know you can't win this.
The lyrics that got me.
Okay, it's great. It's funny. All right, and here's the last question. So you could 2 for the meat.
Can I win?
Well, we're going to find out right here. What is the most...
Keeping score?
I am.
Oh.
That's why I got my pen in hand.
All right.
Okay, what is the most commonly consumed food worldwide? Is it fruits? Is it breads? Is it meat? Or is it vegetables? Which is the most commonly consumed fruit?
Bread.
Bread? No, sorry.
Vegetables.
Incorrect.
I'm a loser.
So is it...
Say again.
What is the most commonly consumed food worldwide? Fruits, breads, meat, or vegetables? It's a free question for you, John.
Fruit.
Ah, no.
Wow.
It's the game we're playing. It's me.
me. Oh,
It's all about me. Well,
For the meat.
we are going to reveal the prizes. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, because you tooted for the meat.
Oh my God.
Our first place prize, the big bag of beef jerky for the meat, goes to John.
Oh boy. Just what I need. Meat.
And our second place winner is actually Art, which is turkey bites.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
which you get it. And the reason why is because you had some incorrect questions, which we demerted 2 points.
Wow.
So you get the little itty bitty Slim Jim.
Story of my life. But I'm happy.
Thank you so much.
I'll share my turkey bites with you.
Blow your green trumpet, boys, for the meat.
And it's going to like, not only do you have snacks for the way home,
Yeah.
you get to keep your green trumpets.
This was wonderful.
I gotta tell you, watching those men pick up those little green trumpets and watching their faces, I think they actually had fun doing that.
Yeah, no, I think so, and I think they like their parting gifts of Slim Jims of various sizes. I was hungry. I have to admit, I was hungry for one of those.
Did you get one of the turkey bites?
No, I didn't get anything. I think I had a Snickers bar in the back or something. That's about it. That's all I had.
You always are into the sweets, but
Yeah.
you know what? It's
I
that
was,
time
yeah.
again.
It is.
Yeah, you are watching Bear All with Maryann Castello, and when we come back, we will share some of the clips that make you have some downright belly laughs. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be right back.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
Inside out, outside in, two hearts touch.
Welcome back to Barrel. I'm Maryann Castello and my musical director, Ryche Chlanda.
Hey.
And what you're witnessing here is what happens on a lot of the shows where there's a lot of improv. We do not rehearse these songs because I think you like to watch them squirm.
I couldn't tell. We never rehearsed.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. And where this really comes up is we had challenged Cal Schwartz to a game. And this clip is where Your Truly made her first blooper ever on Barrel. And
funny.
Ryche, your Rico Suave style, was trying to tell me gently that I'm screwing up.
It was funny.
Wait till you hear the name of it and how my blooper just added more confusion and a certain discomfort on the set, and how Ryche just kept on singing. Okay, so we're down to animal or vegetable.
I think animal.
Oh God. Okay, here we go. You might need some help with this one. I am highly sought after because of my patches and unfortunate looks.
Maryann.
I played the part of Crawl and How to Lose a Guy.
That's asparagus. Yeah.
What kind of asparagus?
He said animal.
I know he did. I picked up the wrong card.
Yeah, but it's asparagus. But
What color is it?
And I think we just better just kind of move along.
Now, you know.
What color is it?
I think it's funny.
Well, it's white.
It is, because that's right. It's a white asparagus. But he's thinking of something else when he looks at this picture. I can see his face.
Yeah, that's why I said let's just move along.
Okay, we're going to just...
Rich, you agree with me to move? Yes.
We're just going to move along.
Move along.
All right, here it is. You ready? You have to admit that was a funny clip.
Yeah, that was funny.
The fact that I
love that. I love that. Animal, vegetable, or New Brunswick.
Yeah, I know, but the white asparagus, watching Cal's face be in such discomfort, knowing that I tried to enlarge the picture.
Enlarge?
Yeah, exactly. And I have to tell you...
Just saying, that
was an epic fail right there.
Funny. Funny. You know, it was funny.
Well, we are going to go to our next clip, and we have Tony Luke's Jr. And here's a clip of Tony realizing after a couple of spins what he was actually doing, and then reveals his throwdown with Bobby Flay. Did he win? Let's see.
Am I making the camera guy crazy? Stop doing this, Tony!
But I'm starting to do it, and I feel myself doing it.
I'm 5-year-old like
I'm doing it too over here. So.
Well, you were a guest on the throwdown with Bobby Flay.
I was. Bobby's a good man, and he's a dear friend of mine.
Was it a cheesesteak throwdown?
It was a cheesesteak throwdown, and I really, look, I'm going to answer this question once and for all. They're like, well, you knew Bobby, and I had no concept that it was a throwdown. I literally believed that I was doing a pilot for the Food Network, and I thought Bobby came by to say hi and wish me luck, not, because if you look at my face, there's no acting when I'm like, okay, yeah. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
Did they tell you on camera when they finally had Bobby Flay there, you're having a throwdown?
No, he did. Because he came up and I was like, Bobby. I'm like, oh, thanks for coming by. And he's like, how about we do a throwdown, me and you right now? My face was just like, because let me tell you something. If you know anything about Philadelphia, if I would have lost that throwdown, you're done. I would have moved to another city.
Really?
Yeah.
So did he, because Bobby Flay is great, but he'll start taking different kinds of cheeses, mixing them on this thread. You just did your simple thing and just gave it to the judges?
Actually, no. Bobby came bringing some exotic stuff. So instead of making a regular cheesesteak, I made what we call a cheesesteak Italian, which was with broccoli rabe and sharp provolone, which was risky.
Yes.
And
I love the fact that he kept spinning. And we were all getting dizzy, remember that? And he was just like, I'm driving the cameraman crazy. But also, I'm glad he won his throwdown with Bobby Flay on the Food Network.
He's a great guy, Tony.
He is a great guy, and we got a secret that the grill was too hot. That's why Bobby Flay lost. So I thought that was great. And and if you actually tune into that show, you find out one of his secret recipes. We got him to reveal how to make a perfect cheesesteak.
Okay.
Maybe we could try that later. That could be fun. But now...
That sounds good.
We have our last clip here, okay?
Let me play some kind of music for you.
Well, this is Johnny Vaughn back at Med Farm, your favorite place. And Ryche, have you ever burped a bottle?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
No, but I've seen the clip.
I never did.
I've seen it before, and I was present when it was burping.
That was great. And do you know what burping a bottle is? Check out this clip with Johnny Vaughn of Med Farm. He can certainly explain it better than we can.
maybe 3-4 times a day, you would actually remove the lid and burp the bottle. So what you're doing is you're letting, like you burp the baby, well, you burp the bottle, okay, the weed bottle. The chlorophyll, we're letting the chlorophyll gas out, but trying to keep, that terpene, that smell I was telling you about, still in the bud. So, then you're going to seal the bottle up again. And, a little bit of moisture, the bud will be at about 10%. So by the time you're done burping, it'll be about 8%. But now the only smell remaining is going to be that nice, that gasoline smell that we love.
And we are back on Bear All, and I truly loved having all the previous guests on the show. And I want to give a big thank you to all of them. New Jersey's bad boy of comedy, Mike Marino. New Jersey 101.5's Jersey boy, Steve Trevelise. TV personality and author, Cal Schwartz. And from the legendary rock band, Derek Momore, Ron Howden, and our very own Ryche Chlanda. Thank you. And from the City of Angels, the founder, Kevin Mira, Associate Executive Director, we have Art Ackerman, and Chief Operating Officer, John Bensavenko. And the Jersey Shore Angel, Maureen Lynch, restaurateur, actor, media host, and founder of Tony Luke's cheesesteak franchise, Tony Luke Jr., and last but not least, the founder and CEO of MedFarm Inc. and our very own hemp CBD expert
and
on Bear All.
Great friend, Johnny.
Johnny Vaughn. Thank you for our gift. And Richie, I can't thank you so much for being on the show. And I love it. I fell in love tonight because you just kept serenading me all night long.
Yeah, it was my pleasure.
And I'd also like to say a couple of things too. The gentleman who works behind our camera with everything from the show from beginning to end and everything you see on TV, Mr. Jay Petsko, I'd like to thank you so much for all that you do for us. This would not exist without you. And also very much so to thank our executive producer as well, Russ. Russ, thank you for this opportunity and giving it to all of us here. And it's really sad to end the year, but yet it's so great to know we have a new good year coming.
Yeah.
And to wish our fans and all of our viewers and everybody who watches the show and all of our supporters, all of our sponsors that we have for the show, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Great fun.
It is great fun. And if you have a show idea, comments, questions, want to write in, you could do so. And just write in to me directly at Maryann@bearall.tv. I would love to hear from you. And I'm Maryann Castello. And from all of us here on Bear All, we wish you love, peace, and a very happy new year.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should all acquaintance be forgot and all lang syne?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Inside out, outside in, two hearts touch, love begins. Inside out, words so true, from the inside out, honey, I fell in love with you. Deep into the sea and keep believing until it comes to be. I love to sing this song, 'cause when I do, you sing along, and I'm so happy